Okay. Whew. Whew. Think we win. I think we win. It's 11. My fair citizens of Sodium City, we have Conrad. So this is a deck that revolves around Harness Infinity and Syr Konrad the Grim. So Syr Konrad is a 5-mana 5/4 legendary creature. Whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than a battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Syr Konrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. Now, Harness Infinity is a 7-mana instant. I actually didn't even know this was an instant. But it's a 7-mana instant. You get to exchange your hand and your graveyard, and then you exile Harness Infinity. And again, Syr Konrad, every time a creature leaves your graveyard, you deal 1 damage to the opponent. And again, Harness Infinity, you're swapping your graveyard and your hand. It means if you have a bunch of creatures in your graveyard and you put them in your hand, Syr Konrad is doing 1 damage for every single creature that you put from your graveyard to your hand. And then, of course, if you mill yourself a bunch with like Stitcher's Supplier, Mire Triton, all those other creatures, right? Underrealm Lich, Cavalier of Thorns, we're going to be milling a lot, right? So once we mill a bunch of creatures over to the graveyard, and then we Harness Infinity to get them all into our hand, obviously it's not going to be 20 damage or 30 damage that, was going to happen to them, but we're going to have a bunch of cards in our hand, so we're going to have to discard to hand size, which is 7. So what we're going to do is we're just going to discard all of our creatures that we just took out of our graveyard. Konrad, once again, whenever a creature card enters your graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, also does the damage. So not only are you getting all the creatures out of your graveyard to do damage, all the creatures that you just discarded does the damage as well. So basically, every creature that you have in your graveyard, double the damage, and that's how much you will do to the opponent. Now, I had to go through a ton of changes to make this even remotely usable. It's in a decent spot right now. I've only gotten, I think it's like 7 games with where it's kind of at right now to where it feels at least somewhat okay. But I still wouldn't super recommend it. But we're only milling ourselves now with Stitcher's Supplier and Mire Triton. We do also have Binding of the Titans, which is actually a really good card. You do get to mill 3, but the very last part is return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Now, the hardest part about this deck is really just getting your combo pieces, which is also why we're using Bala Ged Recovery, which obviously is just a 3-mana return a card from your graveyard to your hand, or it's a land. So we're able to get our Syr Konrad or our Harness Infinity. That's why we're running Binding of the Titans and Bala Ged Recovery, because we need to make sure we get those cards into our hand in order for us to win. We're also running Cavalier of Thorns, which kind of acts as the same thing. So whenever Cavalier of Thorns dies, you may exile it. If you do, put another target card from your graveyard on top of your library. Now, obviously, Cavalier of Thorns, it's not going to die all the time unless they do a Wrath or unless they target it, destroy it, something like that. So we have ways to get around that. We have Phyrexian Tower, which is a nice little land. It taps for colorless, which sucks. However, you get to tap sacrifice a creature to add double black. So a lot of times, if we're trying to get a specific card, like if we have Konrad on the battlefield with the Cavalier of Thorns, they have a bunch of blockers, like if it's mono green elves, and they're just going to swing at us for lethal next turn. At our upkeep, we're going to tap and sacrifice our Cavalier of Thorns, get our Harness Infinity on the top of our deck, and then our upkeep, we're going to draw our Harness Infinity, we're going to cast it, and we're going to kill them with all the creatures that are in our graveyard, blah, 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 and it just kind of goes off from there. So Phyrexian Tower is actually a really, really important combo piece with Cavalier of Thorns in here. Now, if you want to take this deck and build it at home, it's going to run you 20 rares and 7 mythics. However, I would probably mess around with this before you actually buy it or do anything like that. Luckily, Conrad is just an uncommon. Harness Infinity, I'm still not sold on the card. I thought it was going to be fucking amazing, and it's just extremely underwhelming. And since it's a mythic, I don't think I would recommend building it. But if you want to take the deck, it does have some really cool aspects of it. So get it, mess around with it. It's definitely one of my cheaper decks by far. It's like half the rares, a little bit more mythics, but more than half of the rares that my decks normally have. Either way, I dare you to build it, and then let me know what your results are in the comment section below. If you want some more wackadoo combos like this bullshit, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, bell notification. I do come out with videos 7 days a week. You don't want to miss a single one. If you want to see me build and play all these decks live, then go ahead and make sure to follow me over at twitch.tv/StriderStone. I do stream 5 days a week, every day except Monday and Thursday. Schedule in the description below. As for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, are you enjoying standard or historic right now? I'm hearing a lot of conflicting information from both sides. Here are your answers. If you want your comment featured in these videos, make sure you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comment section below. Stay salty and enjoy the games. Alright. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Hopefully we can get at least. I heard like some ringing in my ear. It's not good. I feel like that's not good. It's a good thing we have Ritual of Soot, but we're gonna need... Did put Shocklands, okay. Did put other lands. 27 lands. So we should be fine. Aw. This would have been great cards to get. This would have been great cards to get. So essentially what we need to do is we just need to get Conrad. "100% trade." Since I missed a land drop there, I need to like guarantee it. So obviously we need to sit here and kill everything. Nice. We're gonna get a fuck ton of value out of this. You take a little bit of damage, but we're fine. If I top deck a land, that's great. And fucking another soot. Not necessarily what we wanted, but I suppose we'll take it. Now I would like a land. Not a land, but... sure. Okay. You get a Mire Triton. Aw. Lame. Ooh, I needed that harness. Castle, that's not good for us. Don't have any land destruction in this deck. Another harness? Fuck. I'm pretty sure I sit here anyway. And then exile creature card from my graveyard, draw a card. Don't have a Conrad yet, so I'm not super worried about it. Ooh, Bala. Oh, damn. Those are the exact cards that we needed. We needed the Bala, and we needed the Conrad. Don't necessarily want to do that, but it's only exiling 2 cards. So I suppose it's not that bad. It's not that bad. One, two. There's Infinity, exactly what we wanted. 3, 4, 5, 6. We need another land to even do anything about that. It's fine. Ooh. It's less fine. That's fine. That could have been really bad. Could have been very bad. Damn it. Needed that Bala. That'll be fine. We'll do this. How many Conrads do we have left? 3? Oh, we had 2 in here. Conrad. Oh. We actually got it. Alright, don't kill my Conrad. Do not kill my Conrad. Alright, Conrad's 5. Conrad is 5. Perfect. How much damage is that? It's not 27. Wait. I was gonna discard all my creatures. and do more damage. do more damage. It's so bad against any life gain decks. Like, I could have cast, like, Abundant Harvest, like, Ritual of Soot, I suppose. No, I had 3 mana. So, yeah, I would have Abundant Harvest for non-lands, looked for creatures, and then basically passed the turn and discarded all my creatures and done another 11 damage or whatever it was. Well, it's funny. It'll never work, but... It worked, but it'll never actually work. And then I could have harnessed Infinity again. Yeah, that's kind of stupid. It's funny, though. Huh, interesting. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit better than I thought. When I initially did it, I was like, that's not going to do anything. And now the more I look at it, you know, you have the harvest, get more creatures, End of your turn, you discard a bunch of them. You don't gain any life from Conrad, which does kind of suck. But being able to just discard all of your creatures, doing all that much damage again, and then the next turn casting Harness Infinity just to swap them both again. I would have discarded one of the Harness Infinities just so I would have been able to get that back as well. But it would have been another 11 damage, at least. So it would have been at like 5. We would have, and then I would have swung for lethal. They would have had to, they would have double blocked and killed it. So maybe I wouldn't have done that. Interesting. That was an interesting game. Very interesting indeed. Sucks I didn't get to turn 1 harvest. Oh shit. We're gonna have to Rejuvenator because they can kill us on turn 3, basically. We have to Soot. Haha! Shit. As haste. At least it doesn't have trample. When it dies, does that much damage. Oh. How many of those do you think they have? That's the real question. I don't have any way to kill that. Okay, so they equipped it for the extra 4 damage? Oh, fuck me. Wow. Do they have a 3rd Resolute Strike? It's so hard to deal with. I don't have any exile effects. The reason I don't have any exile effects is because I have so many creatures, and like I need my creatures for Conrad. I suppose I could put in I don't have a whole lot of 3 drops. A lot of 2 drops. Let me put in Chupacabra. We'll throw in the Chupacabra. Yeah, let's see if that works. I think I need to put in Professor Onyx in here. Would also like to have Underrealm Lich. Just I don't know what I would even take out for it at this point. So I could, if I add in Underrealm Lich or Professor Onyx, I could go down 1 Conrad and 1 Harness Infinity. Just Izzet spells. Well, that's not healthy. Okay, so we have a Chupacabra for that. This is a problem. It's any target. It's whenever you cast, or whenever you draw your second card. Oh no. Does that have a spell pierce? Okay. So I take 6 fucking damage. Jesus Christ. So much damage. Oh! Supposed to be non-land. Fuck me in the dick. Son of a bitch. Meant to do non-land. That's fine. We can recover. Alright. Would have loved that Conrad too. Okay, we still have all 4 Harness Infinites. Would have loved that Conrad though. Phoenixes. We have 0 ways to deal with Phoenixes. I don't think this deck is going to do anything. Phoenixes is really popular right now. Yeah, because we can't beat Phoenixes. We can't beat most aggro decks. We can't gain life. This deck is fucking garbage. Dead? Okay.
What are you doing?
Why did I do that and not bog? I meant to bog. I meant to bog and I castled. Shit. And they faithless looting now. And we almost die because of it. They had one in their hand. Nice. Where's my Harness Infinity? If Conrad drained life, it might be playable. This is the worst part about trying to put decks together. It's the hardest thing. Like if you're trying to put decks together and it just doesn't work. Can't really take out Abundant Harvest. I could take out one of those and add a Onyx. Add a couple Onyx Eye. that's... I mean, it helps with life gain a little bit. But we don't really have that many instants and sorceries. Need to get Underrealm Lich. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those out. Take out a swamp and a forest. Add in 2 towers. Add in 2 Cavalier of Thorns. Add in a 3rd one? Another Ravenous Chupacabra. Let's see if we can get a little bit more consistency, I guess. Consistency being a win. Yeah. This is going to be I cannot win with this deck because Harness Infinity is trash, and so is Syr Konrad video. Yeah. It's just Abundant Harvest for a land. And great card. Recuperate all of our life from that shockland. It's fantastic. Alright, Mono Blue Tempo. Last Temps Plating. What? Okay. Mono Blue spells. Okay. What are they holding up mana for? That's the question.
Nope.
All right. Build deck? No idea. No fucking idea. I don't know what that game was. Played Underrealm Lich and they surrendered. So either they were a mill deck and they knew exactly what Underrealm Lich does, like right as I played it, which is very odd because most people don't know what Underrealm Lich does. And the only thing it really counters are mill decks, right? It's just not very common. Oh, fuck. So it could be a aggro deck, or it could be a land destruction deck. Aggro. Okay. It's a lot of fucking mana. So they have 5 mana, they could play Nissa, they could Questing Beast. And turn 2 Questing Beast. Oh my god. And I can't even fucking block it.
Bitch!
Fuck me, dude. Come on. Oh, it's so good. The thing is, man. So I'm just gonna take fucking 4 damage for the rest of the game. Nothing I can do about it. Question is, do they have a way to kill that? They could have double stomp. They could have lava axe. They could have... I'm actually not sure. They could definitely swing their questing beast into it. That wouldn't surprise me either. Could have that too. They could have literally every answer. At least we got something, right? At least we got something. But of course they have a backup questing beast. So we're gonna have to deal with that too. Okay, Spellbreaker, that's not too bad. Take it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have Exacxies. Really?
Really?
What? Why are people just surrendering over stupid shit? So confused. Yeah, I had one really good game. The beginning of recording. And ever since then, every game has just been like, bleh. Like the losses have been bad losses, and the wins have been like they don't make sense type of losses. Like, what? Or the wins have been like, what? I don't know why they surrendered kind of loss. So I don't understand. That's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. I haven't seen energy in a minute. And they get a forest, I assume. We don't top deck a land, I'll probably a bun. Do I? Eh. Alright. We don't win this matchup though. We're too slow for this. So, yeah, should have looked for a land. This is very bad. Okay, so they can put down their engine and win next turn. Shit. I couldn't risk them blocking. If they don't have a land. Okay. Okay, well. They're fishing for it. But we don't have any way to stop it. Yeah, and they just refilled their hand. Or exchanged their hand. Land. It does suck that it was a black source. Target creature. We get to Chupacabra 2 lands. It's fucking green sources. I'm surprised they didn't do that in response. like in response to me targeting it. That's a problem, obviously. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. What can they do with 6 mana? As long as they don't play another creature. So I can knock that Nissa down another 2.
Do not assume I am fragile.
All right, this is something. It's a start. We get to block their lands if they attack with it. They throw down their engine, then we're super dead. 6, 7, is it Ugin?
The land shall conquer you.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me. So they get rid of their own Nissa at least. So now they have to kill their own Ugin. And they would kill their own Nissa if they want to kill my Underrealm Lich. Which is kind of good for us. Yep. I wish I didn't tap my tower. Non-land. Is there anything I want to put on the top of my library? Sure. Actually, no. We're gonna take some damage here. We're gonna take some damage. There's the Conrad. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so now we have to get that Conrad in our hand, but our Cavalier is dead. They haven't gotten their fucking engine yet. Isn't even engine? I don't even know if it's engine. Definitely calling it the wrong thing. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So we're gonna do that. get a land. Because every good deck needs some ramp. To discard so many guys. 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Okay, still nothing. How are they still not getting it? Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Opponent got real unlucky. Sorry to let you all down. This is probably going to be the worst. Yeah, this is probably going to be the worst fucking YouTube video I've ever made in my life. This deck is so bad, but I already invested so much time and I only have so much limited time. Yeah. Time is too limited, unfortunately. Medusa. Like it. Okay. It's like they don't block here, do they? Do I Chupacabra that?
I don't know.
Definitely do that one though. Can't just let them hang out with that much mana. It's way too much. 5 is already way too much because they can Nissa right now. What are they ramping into? I don't like it. Don't like it. I feel like this is just abnormal amounts of mana dorks. Maybe it's not. Taking one with me. I don't even know why the fuck I did that. The way out, my thought process was just not there. Oof. Cool. All right. Binding of the Titans? I think it's the only other thing that, like, maybe kind of fucking possibly helps. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's see if Binding of the Titans helps at all. Binding of the Titans is not really that bad of a card. We should be able to get back our... Not only does it mill, it can get us some life, exiles a bit of their graveyard. It definitely has its purposes, right? It's not a creature, which sucks, but it can get back a creature. So it does get back our Conrad if we end up milling it. I'll play that first, just to try to get a little bit of diminution. Oh, fuck. Okay, nothing yet. Do we want to put down a Bala Ged? No, I think I actually want the Bala Ged. I think I might use it on the Soot. Yeah, I think I use it on the Soot. Bin it. Nice. Okay, Harness Infinity is definitely not a bad card. We can get back a Chupacabra with this. I might get back an untapped land. No, I don't have any untapped lands. I lied. I mean, I'll take a damage. If they Soot, that's fine. Let's just do this. Then we will Bala for a Harness Infinity. Then we'll do that. And then next turn I can Cavalier of Thorns to get more mana. Let's Conrad. Let's try to do stuff. I mean, they're gonna kill our Conrad as soon as we put it down, right? Okay, I should have got back the Chupacabra, turns out. Turns out. Yeah, the problem with this now is that they can fish for answers and we cannot. Yeah, without Omniscience, Harness Infinity is essentially trash. Without Syr Konrad out, rather. Yep. Okay, so we killed the Doom Whisper. We have a blocker for one of the Chupacabras. They didn't pay 2 life to surveil. They already know what they were... Oh, wonderful. All right, do we live for 1 turn? We're hoping they don't have one more thing of removal. I feel like I'm getting slow rolled. Getting slow rolled. All right, so how many creatures do we have? 2, 3, 4. Four, 5, 6, 7. Uh-huh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Target permanent. Okay. Do they have a land? Did they play land? Okay. Woo! Woo! Think we win. I think we win. It's 11. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sure. 11 more. All right, finally. We got the combo off twice. Out of like, what, 10 games? 10? 15? 20? 27? All right, we're done. We're done with this fucking deck. We got it out. The first game we played, we got it off. The last game we played, we got it off. That's all we need. All right? That's all we fucking need. That's all that matters. Jesus Christ. And at the end of the day, this deck ended up going 5-7. However, some of these wins were just kind of odd wins. I'm not exactly sure why some of the people surrendered. So it's kind of hard to gauge why the win. I would say probably 2 or 3 of those wins were a mystery as far as when or why I won. And it wasn't just like you joined the game and they surrender. It would be like mid-game where you were almost possibly coming back, and then they just gave up and left. It's very, very odd. However, the deck didn't really feel good at all. It frankly just wasn't a good deck. The more we changed it, the better it got. So adding the Phyrexian Tower, the Cavalier of Thorns, the Chupacabras, and the final change for Binding of the Titans, I think all of that stuff does help the deck a lot, and I think it's in a better spot now because it was a little bit more reliable to get the combo, which is obviously the biggest part of the deck. And that's how you win. So without the combo, you can't win, which makes the deck bad. So the more we're able to get the combo, the better it is. And with the addition of Cavalier of Thorns, Binding of the Titans, and Phyrexian Tower, we were kind of able to do that. So it definitely got a lot better after we made the changes. It just, for some reason, it didn't feel good. And I honestly just don't think it's a good deck. I believe there's other things that you can do to make the deck better. That would just be taking out Harness Infinity and taking out Syr Konrad and doing a bunch of different things with the deck. As far as the weak matchups go, it's going to be against pretty much any aggro deck. We don't have a ton of removal. We do have Ritual Soot. We have a bunch of creatures, but for some reason, we just could not beat any aggro deck. Mono Green Elves destroyed us. Gruul Aggro destroyed us. Mono Red destroyed us. Boros destroyed us. Izzet destroyed us. It was just ridiculous. The Selesnya Angels deck that we went up against, they surrendered way too early. The Gruul Aggro deck that we went up against surrendered way too early. So it's hard to kind of judge based on those two. Outside of that, we didn't really have any super strong matchups. Anything mid-rangey we were pretty good against. Other combo decks, if there were a slow combo deck like ours, it was just kind of based on who got luckier. That's really what it is. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this point, it means you either really enjoyed the video or you fell asleep and I'm waking you up now. Either way, thank you for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, come out with videos 7 days a week.